be out of your mouth. He's not in government. Stop criticizing him because he's not in government. Well, unfortunately, he's one of the most influential figures, political figures in the contraption, and people are going to talk about him.
That's right.
So if Obi is mingling with the likes of Babangida, Obasanjo, and the rest of those guys that contributed to the death of the contraption, why would I be surprised that he's hanging out with Afebo Babalola? And why would I even have any form of trust for him? So, I mean, if you can help me with that, that would be awesome. Otherwise, I just feel like we are in that position where some of us have drawn the line between people we can ever have any form of respect or trust for and people that we will never ever consider them. Forget about it. Just based on their actions. Secondly, I know people are going to talk about his past, his success in Anambra State. I'm going to be honest with you, not up until 2022, during the election campaign, did I start hearing anything about Anambra State. Throughout my entire life in Nigeria, just like every other state, I had never heard anything good come out of Anambra. So this is not a shade to Anambra or I'm from Ogun State. It's also a shithole. Okay. Ogun State is a shithole the same way Anambra State is a shithole. If people are going to brag about the fact that Obi was successful in boosting Anambra's education system to be number one in the contraption, that is still not something for me to be proud of because amongst short people, amongst dwarfs, and no disrespect to my dwarfs, one of the dwarfs will still be the tallest. So if Anambra State is the best in education in Nigeria, it doesn't mean that it's something for me to be proud of. Point blank and period. Apart from that, we've heard so many other negative things about Anambra State. So people like me, it's just not possible to convince us to have that level of love or appreciation for Obi. And that's my contribution for the evening. Thank you so, so much, my Egon
Thank you
General.
very much as well. The African Wahala. And yeah, sit back and then possibly listen to other people's reactions to your own contribution. Stay safe, Papa. All right?
Yes, sir. Thanks.
Yes, sir. Here is another caller, and this time around it is Prince Adebayo from Sweden. Did I get you corrected?
My king,
Prince,
my king,
Prince
my
Adebayo.
king,
How are you tonight, sir?
my king. I'm good, my king. These days I have time, so I must be calling because when I don't no longer have time, I will know that I use my time where
Fair enough. So
you know.
you have the floor.
Yeah, yeah. So Baba, I observed one thing that I wanted the world to know.
Okay.
You know, ever since we have been protesting and we have been doing all our, talk and walk. I know Sowore did this, everybody did that. Nobody, no time did they pick anybody who is this important and refusing bail like this Farotimi. That is exposing the fact.
For sure. I remember that time that they just kept adjourning and adjourning and adjourning. And then
Yes, that one.
away as well for a while.
Yes, that one is the first revelation. Now that one is the first revelation. Right. This is the second revelation that the second powers that are holding this contraption.
Okay. Yeah, I get the drift now.
Yeah.
Were actually like having a whole fight with the government in power.
In the government, yes, exactly.
Direct fight with the government in power.
In government, exactly.
I think I get you now.
Yeah, so this is another where when we are talking about those, the cabal that are protecting and keeping this contraption, the judges and people like Afeb Babalola, they are the next in the line of this cabal that we must bring down, we must expose. Because you look at what they did to our election. Immediately they announced that this thing, they told us go to court. That's where the power, another power. Yes.
Go to court.
Yes.
Now,
go to court.
statement, go to court, right? It's pretty much like, it's like, go and waste your time there. There's nothing that will come out of it.
Go and waste your time there. Yes, those are one of our hands. So this judges is another regulation. That's where the power that is holding us down is. Apart from the government, the executive, the judges, the way they are holding us left, right, and center, they will take your land. I can't even think about buying any land in that country, that contraction again. In fact, renting hotel, once I just enter there, take hotel. Sell it and save your money, leave that place for them. Because this is obvious. They will use the judges to take your property and you do nothing. Property, 40 years old property. When did Wike enter politics?
Yeah. When? At most 20 years ago. And that was in Abuja.
20 years ago.
In River State. So,
Now he has got to take part.
He has turned people's lives upside down right now. You have no idea. Many families in Abuja right now can't sleep because you don't know if they are next.
And Wike's family, they are part of the judges we are talking about.
He made his wife a judge. His wife is a judge in Nigeria.
That's to let you know another hand that is holding us down. You see that judiciary, we must bring it down. We must reveal everything. With this noise, this current noise, we must use it to reveal everything. Who are those judges that are being used? That man that was talking to the House of Reps or senators, that was saying it was his wife. He was using his wife to help the executive. We must bring,
His wife is a former president of the Court of Appeal in Nigeria.
Yes. We must bring out all their names, all these people. We must list all of them out so that the world will know how they are suffering. They are in their hands, in the cage. Baba, thank you very much. You are doing a good job.
Thank you so much as well for your time, Baba. You have a very good one, okay? So let's take another one. And I think this is MOG stopping by.
Hello.
MOG. How are you, sir?
Hello, Mayogu.
Yes, sir.
I'm fine. Good evening from here. Mayogu, I'm fine. I'm fine. And you? Mayogu,
it's been a long day.
In fact, from this book you started reading, you are helping us now because I can't read. I only read newspapers and news from internet. Anything that is over
pages like this, you'll be like, I'll continue later.
Yeah, everything is like over 100 pages. It's very difficult for me, But little you have read. We are in deep shit, by ego. When you started seeing all these things now, there's a place you wrote in the Bible, where does our help come from? So we should look up the sky, and where does our help come from? Even when we look up the sky now, our help is not coming from anywhere for Nigerians. I keep on saying it. Tsunami, even revolution cannot even do it. And I came across one thing on Facebook yesterday, and you see, these people that started this thing now, if you watch since Tinubu and his gang came in, and in fact from Buhari came in, there's nothing like human sympathy anymore with this party called APC. PDP were doing their own, and people were still eating. But since these people came, they are not doing it to ourselves, to our face. Look at Wike and what Very Dark Man was saying that place. He said he now allocated this land to himself, unexisting farmer company. And when Nigerians, we don't go through investigation, we don't check anything. For these people to bring out themselves and be going into this, then we begin to see how rotten Nigeria is. And God will not save Nigeria. Nigeria will turn to China or Ghana before it is good. I told my wife yesterday, before Nigeria will be good, they are going to kill a lot of people. Without looking, okay, look at this woman now. He's George. The son is son. After 3 years, like he read today, he said after 3 years.
He was supposed to actually spend like about 10, 15 years before becoming a son.
Yes.
He became a son.
His twin brother.
2.5, 3 years.
His twin brother. His twin brother is in APC. This one is the one that surfaced. So there's thousands of them, hundreds of them. Nobody knows that are doing a lot of underground something just to eat in Nigeria. And
Amina Jogi, or what's her name again? That former justice said, since the day they shocked the politicians on Peter Obi versus Ngige case, that was the day the politicians realized that justice is power. Since that time, they have started putting their family, their wives, their children as judges, from magistrates to appeal court to high court up to Supreme Court.
You see, the civil servants, the PAMSEC, they are the ones that do the paperwork. The politicians don't go with money. But the politicians are now on them. There's corruption in civil servants. There's corruption in politics. The last hope of the people is now judiciary. Everyone is going on there. Look at that man now, 92 years old. I'm not talking about news now, or I'm talking as human being now, as a human. I'm just putting it like a human now. This man is 92 years. They one of their cases now against Dele is to get all the money he sold on that book. And look at the money they had already. Millions of dollars. They don't pay him in Naira. They paid him everything.
10 million pounds to a school in London.
25 years. This man has been making dollars, millions. And he's now 92 years old. What is he going to do with this money? Go and mark my word today. That barrister Nzako that came to arise today, they will go after that man, because that man opened a little bit of how the judiciary is and how Nigeria is corrupt. But I will say my end time here now, I will say just Nigeria should stand up and go after those people without going after them, without showing an example. Like what these guys did at this estate today. They chased them away. I know they will come back. But very soon people will kill them. People will take the risk. That's all. But if Nigeria don't go after these people, all Nigerians will die, because these people, they don't send anybody. Thank you, Mayego.
Thank you so much, Emoji. You have a very good one, sir. So please, if you're still with us, remember, you can share this broadcast if you haven't already. So I have another caller. Did I get you? Hello.
Are you Marigo Prince on the line? While I called into your program, Marigo, I was just sleeping now, and I woke up. I said, I have to call you. Now,
you got through.
yeah, quick on my head. I called because, I felt very, very concerned about this Dele Farotimi saga going on in Nigeria. And I feel so pain for my country. It's a very pathetic situation, because you see, a lot of people living in that country, they only stay on mainstream media. And the way they've done it, I don't know how they've been able to perfect this situation in that country to the point that people don't even reason how to talk. And Mayugo, you are very
it's like a group of
you are very correct. You are very correct about the enablers. And talking about the enablers, that's the reason why I called. 2 days ago, I was listening to Habati on Arise News in the morning. You know that their morning show. And they had this guest, Babatunde Ogala. That guy, that Babatunde Ogala, that lawyer they brought, that guy is an half caste. He's not even a Nigerian. Now, that Babatunde Ogala, you see, is one of those people they should go half. That guy was a former House of Assembly member in Lagos State. I know his story very well. His wife is a judge in Lagos State. As we speak, he's a lawyer and his wife is a judge in Lagos State. So you can imagine if somebody is a lawyer and his wife is a judge in Lagos State. Imagine the kind of cases these people get and how they use their own family influence, to make sure people who are supposed to get justice.
Seen all of them coming out
So,
to come and fight
so,
Dele.
so you see, when you remember when that senator spoke about how he has used his wife to make sure that people, yeah. And I look at Ogala spitting fire, talking rubbish, and Abati was just there. And I began to question, what exactly does Arise News stand for? Maigo, what they did that day is just to make sure a lot of Nigerians believe all the lies,
and that's
all the lies.
Like Rufai, because to them, Rufai is rebellious. He's always punctuating them. They don't like that.
See somebody like Ogala, who is a corrupt person, very corrupt human being. He left out of assembly, went back to, private practice. And since he's been there, he's been using his wife. All this while, even before he even went back to private practice, do you know how many things he's used his wife for? The wife is a judge or a lawyer. They've turned the judiciary into a family affair.
It's all over the place.
They use their children, their relatives, their wife to do all sorts of.
Some of them use, whatever they can get, just plant them. They have all these things planted everywhere, all over the country.
Imagine somebody like Ogala, mocking a lawyer like himself. Now, let's talk about this book itself. Maigu, why would they try to fight back this guy if what the guy has published is not about to shake the system? They know the people. Okay, Maigu, look at it from this point. They've all gone to buy the book themselves. They've read everything. They've seen the rot. They've seen what is coming, that is tsunami that is about to happen. This guy have been open a lot of canker worms.
And then they believe that if the public should take advantage of it, their days are numbered. It's just a matter of time.
I thought they said in law there is objectivity. I thought they said judges will look at the premises of a case, look at the argument of both counsel before they draw conclusion. I feel sorry. I feel sorry for my country, Maigun. These are some of the things a lot of us see. And we feel so discouraged to the point that we can't even do something good in that country. We can't invest there because we can't even take our children back home.
No. The rule of law is dead, and you don't want to become a victim. If Nigeria happens to
you, one thing that I know is this: these cannot go on for a very long time. I said something today on my wall. I said, you can only permit darkness for so long. A day will come. Look at all countries around the world. There is one day, a day shall come that the truth shall break open. Do you know how many of Dele Farotimi that is out there? Do you know how many books? It's just that Nigerians don't read. But now they say they want to withdraw the book away from Sakura. So how about on Amazon? How would they do that internationally?
Those of us that have actually procured ours, so what are they going to do?
Yeah.
Come take it from us.
The only thing Nigerians have to be aware of is now how they use their enablers everywhere, bringing all sorts of people listen to them. Nigerians should resist this in whichever form. And it is very, very important. And I feel very, very, very bad for that country. My God.
Thank you so
all
much.
kinds of injustices.
Thank you
All
so
right,
much
bro.
for your contribution again, Baba, and thank you very much for coming. Right.
All right.
So
Bye-bye.
we'll
Bye-bye.
keep putting it out
Uh,
there, and those who need all these answers, right? They are getting the answers, and all of these, right, it's like you know, it's like a number. Their days are numbered. One of these days, we shall hear the kaboom. Stay safe, Baba.
it will happen.
Thank you very
Definitely.
much, and stay
All
safe.
right, bye. Take care.
Cheers, Baba. Yeah,
Bye-bye.
cheers. So that is one thing that I believe information does. Okay, information like this, it's like the proverbial wheel of justice. It can be very slow, but it will be very grinding, and all this is just like a collection of the proper information people need, which eventually is going to arm them, prepare them, and when the shit finally hits the fan, right? It's going to happen so quick and so fast. So let them enjoy the impunity. Let them enjoy it as much as they can for now. But a time and a moment is coming when the entire thing, right, will collapse from the center. So the self-destruct button that they are pressing, right, it will become activated. I just hope that when that happens, for real, when it finally happens, they would not really have all the escape route. I know a lot of them they've planned their escape from Nigeria whenever the shit hit the fan. But there's something they should be reminded of. Not be all of them would escape. Hello there.
Hello, Mr. Mayegun. Good evening, sir. Yes, this is Osa calling from France.
Yep. Osa. Is
Yes.
the first time of talking?
No, it's not the first time. I've called you. I've called you several times, and I came up with a solution where we should put money together, and and make you in charge of it. Yes.
I was trying to kind of like, I wanted to kind of like, pitch that voice when you said France. So I was like, okay. How are you doing tonight, Baba?
Yes, I'm great. I'm great, but in the same time, I'm extremely upset. I really had a very bad day at work today because I saw your. I was watching your show, the one you did yesterday about the Peter Obi visit to that place. So it really got me, it riled me up so bad because because Dele Farotimi is taking a risk, you understand, of his own life, his kid's life, and his own wife and family's life too, by doing the right thing. But anyway, I don't want to go deep into that. I still support Peter Obi. Peter Obi is it wasn't good for the.
Disagree with him in that manner without being disagreeable. It's fair.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, and please, I just want you to give me a permission to talk to your viewers. I really want to make one because there was something you said this evening about this is it Olanikpekun guy suing Dele Farotimi. So what I'm thinking is, you understand, viewers, please. What I'm trying to propose is we shouldn't let this thing just go down like this. If they are suing Dele Farotimi, why don't we open a GoFundMe, you understand, where we put someone in charge? We can put Mayegun, if he accepts, you understand, in charge of the money. We put money together. We're a lot. It's over 100K now. We can put whatever amount we want, even if it's one naira or one euro. That money, wherever, which one of us are. I'm in France. I use euro. There are people in America who's watching my ego. There are people everywhere in UK too. Let's put at least one money to get a lawyer and sue this Babalola man. Let him don't think he's the only one who can. Let the Nigerian people too sue him for putting
you understand, the life of the citizens, at risk, you understand, in this kind of pain that we are going through right now. Most of us are here in Europe, you understand, suffering, you understand. You see women doing 3 jobs, 2 jobs, just because, you understand, they are trying to survive and send money home to their family. We are not having it easy, but they are building university. They should ask Babalola, which university did he go to that he became a lawyer during his time? Wasn't it the local universities in Nigeria he studied? Wasn't it? But the present ones can't study nowhere. They keep building private. Please, I don't know. Am I maybe what I'm suggesting?
It's a very
maybe
good idea. I wouldn't. I mean,
yeah.
I wouldn't say no per se. Okay, but it seems that those who are representing